Let's start with the very beginning, no? Ulitin lang natin na wala yung record. Okay, so electrical systems. Now, again, this is the first lesson for the mechanical and electrical systems. And it's stated here the general definition of terms, the electrical sources like battery, generator, and other electrical systems, types of current, unit of electricity, Ohm's law, electrical loads, and measuring electrical consumptions. So by definition, electricity is a form of energy. Okay. The very basic concept of electricity is energy by friction, induction, or chemical change, having magnetic and chemical radiant effect and the motion of free electrons through solid conductor in a wire, and electric current travels at the speed of light, and therefore the rate of conduction of electric is considered as instantaneous or instant. No? By definition of electricity, according to William Hilbert, the English physicist that is considered as father of electricity, his study of electric attraction and electric force, electricity is a property of base particles of matter which, like an atom, okay, consists of negative charge electron and positive charge proton, and the neuron, which is not electrically charged. So meron siyang neutral. So there are two classification of electricity. Number one is the dynamic electricity, the electrodynamics, which flows as a substance in a form of electric current, and static electricity. So here we can see the um, diagram, no, or table, which differentiate the two types, no, or the two classes of electricity. The first one is the static, no, and the second one is dynamic. So if you can notice, static is the one that by nature is just a build-up of electrons, no? Sample niyan is, and it stays up in one place until it jumps to another object. Yung example niyan is the rising of hair after the balloon has been rubbed against the wall, no? There's a build-up only, and it's only static. It's only there. It cannot travel anywhere. Where the dynamic naman, ito yung mga flow of electrons called current, yung sa mga linya na kuryente, no? Example natin dyan is the electrical current and power of appliances and machine, no, in our house, in our commercial area, and everything that runs through your outlets. Okay? So, nasa linya yon dumadaan. Kaya, uh, yun yung kanilang differences between the two types of electricity. What are the sources of electricity? Number one, first example natin is meron tayong battery. Okay? Battery is a combination of two or more electric cells capable of storing and supplying direct current by electromechanical means. Types or first source of battery, no, pwedeng maging primary or secondary. Itong mga primary batteries, these are batteries that delivers electricity as soon as its parts are assembled or put together, that provides that is connected to the circuit. Yun yung nilalagay ninyo sa mga remote, sa mga wall clock, yun yung mga primary batteries. While the secondary batteries naman are from external sources must be passed through before it can deliver electric current. These are emergency lights, circuits for hallways, emergency lighting circuits for hallways, stairways, exits, and energized police and fire alarm systems and certain types of signaling system. So those are the example of primary and secondary storage batteries. Another source, the generator. So this type of machine converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So it has different types of manner, no, when it comes to generating a current. Number one is alternating current generator or alternators. And number two is the direct current generators. Magkaiba yung usage nun. When it comes to alternating, it includes energy for power and lighting, while direct naman is for elevators, escalators, and communication systems. So, more powerful or more direct, no, when it comes to usage of your uh, systems or your mechanical systems. Okay, under pa din ng electrical machines, we have motors. So motors is a machine that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. So it became utilized. No? The electricity is utilized through mechanical energy. Transformers. So those transformers, it could be step up or step down. No? For example, a current from the main line is higher than your consumption or higher from your demand. You need a transformer to step down, no? Para hindi mag-overflow yung current papunta sa iyong mga appliances. Maiwasan yung damage, no, ng inyong appliances. It is a step down transformer. While the step up transformer naman is from lower, kunyari mababa yung voltage, it will make it or supply, no, before going to your appliances, it will supply more power or higher voltage to the demand of your appliances. Kunyari maraming heavy machineries yung structure. So you need a step up transformer. There are two types, no, of transformer, the oil insulate and the dry type transformer. Another example of or type of transformer is the outdoor transformer. The H-frame transformer bank capacity as 1,000 kilovolts ampere. Clustered mounted in a single pole capacity and pad mounted. The indoor transformer, the dry type. This one is synthetic non-flammable liquid such as Ascarel, oil insulated installed in fire rated transformer, volt except on capacity not exceeding 112 kVA. Okay, another type of current is the rotary converter. This one has something to do with changing the alternating to direct current, no? So meron kasi tayong AC, DC, no? So this one converts the AC to DC or DC to AC. There are two types of current, no? Kung mananotice niyo sa baba, meron tayong diagram which differentiate the two types of current. The direct current is a current which flows on a constant time, no? and in the same direction. So that is DC, no, or your direct current. Yan yung mga steady supply natin dun sa mga bahay natin kasi they are the one that are requiring a direct input in your machines or appliances. While the alternating current naman is the one that is uh, going up or going down. No? Kung nakikita niyo sa kanyang diagram, it is a periodically varying time and in direction. Rises from 0 to maximum and falls to 0. Yan yung sa mga battery natin. And returns to 0. A complete set of these changes is called cycle. And the number of times the current goes through above cycles per second is called the frequency of alternating current or yung tinatawag nating hertz. The frequency commonly used for lighting is 60 cycles per second and for motors is 25 cycles per second. So, every second, there are certain hertz for a battery to show its alternating current. What are the units of electricity? Number one is the unit of quantity is coulomb. Okay, coulomb is a electricity comprises approximately 6.25 by 10.18 electrons, and ampere is the current that represents a rate of flow of 1 coulomb or 6.25 10.18 electrons to a given cross section. The amps naman is the current, carrying capacity of wire cable expressed in amperes without undue heating. And ampere is named after Andre M. Ampere, the mathematician, French mathematician that explores amperes during that time. Okay, so another unit of electrical potential, volt, or it is an electromotive force or potential difference between 2 points in an electric field, which will be a charge of 1 coulomb between these points. So it is named under Alessandro Volta, Italian scientist who discovered electrons. When two different metals are connected by a wire and dipped into a liquid that conduct a carry of electrons. So this one, this physicist has a scientist, as exploring these volts, when the flow of electric into the water and a lava wire has potential to become medium, where the current of electric is being done. The units of electricity. So another unit is ohms, the unit of resistance. So ohms is the one that resists the flow of voltage. So it allows 1 ampere of current to flow when 1 volt is impressed upon it. In direct current or DC, this unit is abbreviated as R. So ohms is equal to R, and alternating current is called impedance and abbreviated as C. Okay, so direct current, yung ohms niyan is expressed as R. If AC naman, yung kanyang expression of unit sa ohms is C. Unit of electric power, this is the electrical work that units watt or kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is equals to 1,000 watts. And it's named after the Scottish inventor James Watt. The unit of energy for our current uh, is expressed at watt per watt hour or kilowatt hour. No? So kung notice niyo yung mga uh, bahay natin, sometimes on our bill, kita niyo yan, ilang kilowatt hour yung consumption natin per month. Okay? So it measures the current that we have consumed. Next is the Ohm's law. So si Ohm's law is the current I. So kung if you can notice, there are several units, no, that is present during the flow of electric in a conductor. Okay, so the higher the voltage, the larger the current. Okay, so you can see here, parang representation niya is the representation on the right side on how electrical works or how Ohm's law is clearly explained. So, so the higher the resistance, the lower the current. So the resistance is the ohms, no, ohm, and it um it resists the high voltage or the higher the flow of your electric current into a conductor in a line. So here is the Ohm's law for your familiarization. Another equation associated with the Ohm's law is the uh, watts, no? Or yung kilowatt per hour natin. How it became or how it behaves, no? Coming from different kinds of sources. Merong direct and indirect or yung AC/DC natin under the Ohm's law. So, skip na lang natin itong assignment. Okay, so next is the electric load control. It is the effective utilization of available energy by reducing peak loads and lowering the demand charge. No? So, why do we control the electric load? For us um, to minimize, no, the peak current that is entering our structure, so that our appliances, machines, and everything that we are demanding is going to be efficient, no, on their working demands. Load scheduling and duty cycle controls. So installation electric load and analyzing and schedule restrict demand for shifting large loads off peak hours and control, avoid alteration. And also with demand metering alarm. It is a duty cycle control demand and continuously metered and alarm set when predetermined level is exceeded. So if you are going to have a preventive maintenance, these types of techniques are also essential for you to check no, the utilities on electrical systems. Automatic instantaneous demand control, also called rate control, automated version of demand between alarm system, where automatically disconnects or reconnects loads as required. Under the electrical load control, the sheddable loads are the lightings, ventilation fans, space heating, comfort cooling, non-critical bath process equipment, boilers, sewage and transfer pump, where the unsheddable ones are the lightings, elevator, refrigeration, compressors, and process equipment, and office machinery. So those are the types of electric load controls that need to be uh, continuous or not continuous load. Ideal curve control. So this one operates with comparing the actual rate of energy usage by ideal rate. Forecasting system. These are computerized system which continuously forecast amount of energy remaining in the demand interval. So those are mga ano lang to, mga uh, automations, no, on electrical load control. All right, so measuring the electrical consumption, we have the kilowatt meter. It is measure the energy. The factor of time is introduced such that the energy equals power times time. Yan yung mga metro natin, no, on the consumption of our electrical loads in our houses. Okay, so this is the schematic arrangement on how a water meter connects. Okay, so this one is the current coil with series of circuit loads where the voltage loads are in parallel. And the typical conduction types, which the kilowatt demands dial and the decade dials register the total disk, okay, revolutions that are proportional to energy, which the LSC speed is proportional to power. Pag malaki yung power, mabilis din umikot yung wattage meter natin. Okay? Pag malaki yung consumption. Okay? So, another topic, the branched circuits. These are the circuits that define as complete conducting path carrying current from a source of electricity and through some electrical device or load and back to the source. That the two-wire circuit, which is the most elementary of all wiring systems, consists of live wire carrying the current to the various power-consuming devices in a circuit and neutral or grounded wire, which is the return while carrying the circuit back to the source of supply. So this one are the connection or the branch circuit within your structures, no? Coming from the source. Para siyang communications, no? Also of your electrical systems. The different kinds of branch circuits we have open circuit. No? So an open circuit is conducting elements when disconnected to prevent the flow of electricity. So open siya. Pag open, diba, hindi siya connected between two lines of circuit. Kaya siya tinawag na open. Short circuit naman ang tawag when resulting from bridging any part of the circuit with conductor of a very low resistance. Kaya tinatawag siyang short circuit kasi hindi siya umabot dun sa demand. And yung nadadamage dyan is yung nagtitrip, no? Yung kanyang linya. Kaya nagkakaroon ng short circuit. Kasi low yung kanyang resistance on the large current of voltage in the line. Branch circuit yung tawag sa circuit conductors between the final over current and protective device and the outlets or the neck. So here's the simple uh, line diagram. Ito yung ginagawa natin no sa ating electrical plants no, yung one line diagram natin. Okay, so these are the different kinds of branch circuit, which you can see here, the series circuit, which is the component, the components in a series circuit are connected in tandem. Okay, all separate loads of the current circuit are the same equal current, and the resistance R is the sum of resistance around the circuit. Okay, so we have an electrical source here with different kinds of resistance on each side. Kaya siya tinawag na connected and going back again to the source. Kaya siya tinawag na series circuit. Another example is another type of branch circuit is the parallel circuit. By definition, it's one of the components that loads are so arranged that the current divides between them, and each outlet has a live wire connected to the current carrying wire of the circuit and neutral wire or grounded connected to the return wire of the circuit. So this is the representation of a parallel circuit compared to the series circuit, no, which has a one single line of ano yan, voltage, no, energy coming from the electrical source. These are the classification of branch circuit, the general purpose branch circuit, and the appliance branch circuit. So these are the general purpose is the one that supplies outlets for lighting and appliances, including convenience receptacles, while the appliance branch circuit naman is the one that supplies for intention for feeding appliances and fixed lighting and not supplied. For the individual branch circuit, it's designed to supply the single specific items such as motor or load unit or air conditioner. Ito yung ginagamit natin sa mga special appliances, no? Kasi pag nilagay natin siya dun sa general purpose, most of the current will be dun dadaan din, no? Kaya mas malaki yung ating current load, no? Pag hindi natin siya separate. Kasi pag separation of branch circuit yung ginamit natin doon, like individual branch circuit, sakto lang yung load, no, na binibigay for a single item. Like for example, an air conditioning unit. Kaya kung napapansin niyo, if you are having a window type aircon, meron lang siyang isang saksakan, no, na dedicated for them. So that hindi masyadong malaki yung kanyang total consumption kasi hindi siya nakalinya dun sa ibang appliances nila. Okay, so this is the example of having a branch circuit, no? You have a line or circuit line for your lighting, the general purpose circuit or yung mga outlets mo, the appliance circuit, the individual circuit. Okay, yun yung sa mga appliances na may malaking consumption like washing machine, air conditioning unit, ref, and etc. Okay, so this one is the distributing panel or yung main panel yun, panel board. Branch circuits. So these are the requirements for 30 watts per square meter up to 80 square meter for 20 amperes circuit. No? So you can see here no, that the total consumption or total watts for a 60 square meter 15 ampere circuit, no, which is the 1,800 watts. This is the example diagram of that for a uh, branch circuit of 20 amps. Okay, so meron pala ditong note, no? Good practice suggests that the load should not exceed 1,600 watts for a 20 ampere circuit and 1,200 watts for 15 amperes circuit. So, pag nag-compute tayo ng ating schedule of loads, no? For example, yung mga ilaw natin, no? Yung mga ilaw natin, maximum natin sa isang outlet is 100 watts, no? So, wag nyo siyang lagyan ng 16 na na lighting outlet in a single circuit line, no? Kasi yung pag lumagpas siya doon, kunyari nag 17 or 18 na at yung ginamit mong breaker doon is 20 amperes lang, it probably exceed no on the uh, load no of your circuit line. Okay? So kung gusto mo talagang 16 doon sa isang linya, ilkihan mo tong amperes mo. Pwede mo siyang gawing 30, 50. In all but the smallest installation, connect lighting convenience receptacles and appliances in separate circuits, the code requires a minimum of 2 to 20 ampere appliance branch circuit to feed all small appliances outlets in the kitchen, pantry, and dining. So, tama lang yung 20 amperes. No? Dalawang 20 amperes. Convenience receptacles are in area should be wired at least 2 different circuits so that case of failure in any of the circuits of the entire area will not be deprived of power. So, kailangan meron siyang backup or separate circuit talaga. The general purpose branch circuit shall be rated 20 amps with a wire of number 12 AWG minimum. Switch legs must be number 14 AWG if the lighting loads is permitted. Ito yung mga sizes of wire no, na gagamitin. Single and three-phase electrical system. So these are the types of electrical system phases, which could be 2-wire or 3-wire that composes 2 hot legs and 1 neutral wire. These are 2-wire single phase, DC or AC, 3-wire single phase, DC or the Edison system, and the 3-wire single phase, AC. This is the diagram, which you can see here, the 2 single phase AC/DC. You have here your switch. If you switch it on, it will become a single line. Okay? Pag naka-off kasi, yan, open wire siya. Open wire. So which you can see here, the single phase of DC of 2-wire single phase, which you have the fuse and the legs, which represents your lighting. No? So kung na-notice niyo, for example, this line, nasa labas, yung switch, pwede kasing ma-open yung lights mo doon on a certain area kung saan mo ito lalagay. Pwedeng isang switch nito doon mismo sa hallway, no? So, pag sa hallway, kunyari, yung yung lighting outlet natin is located in the hallway, pwedeng nasa labas tong switch mong isa para pagpasok mo naka-lights on ka na pag nag-switch on ka. And pag switch on mo naman doon mismo sa hallway mo, pwedeng naka-on din siya or naka-turn off. Okay? Pwede siyang two-wire single phase. Sa three-wire naman, same goes with the other. Just like with the two-wire is three switches din yung kanyang uh, uh, pinakalinya. Okay, so this is the three-phase AC electricity vehicle circuit. It has 3 or 4 wires consisting of 3 hot legs designated as A, B, C plus, and neutral wire. Example of 3-wire phase AC. Okay, so medyo complicated na siya. Tingnan. Under the definition of terms of equipment, includes fittings, device, appliances, fixture, apparatuses, and used as part of. Appliances naman is the current consuming equipment, fixed, portable. Example, heating, cooling, and small water plates equipment. And the fittings are the accessories like lock nuts, bushing, or any part of the wiring system intended to perform a mechanical rather than electrical function. So this is the diagram coming from your transformer, which components of a building electrical system. So how do we interpret this? We have our transformer for our feeder, the main panel, yung pinaka-panel board mo, which is the main switchboard, and it branches on the circuit breakers. The first breaker, it may be a lighting panel, okay? And the sub-panel board, kung gusto mo pa ng isang linya ng mga lighting outlets. Isang linya doon, pwedeng yun na yung mga branch circuit ng yung lighting panel coming from your branch circuit, no? Okay, another branch of your circuit, it may be a motor panel that operates the load, the motor load, no, of that certain motor panel. Yun and another branch circuit of your power and your convenience outlets. No? Those branch circuits are composed of convenience outlets. So this is the simple component of a building electrical system. We have some definition of terms for the service entrance. The point of delivery electricity building from a public utility company like Meralco, Eleco, Inteco. No? So those are the service entrance that consist the following: service conductors. These are the conductors that extend from the street to distribution main of your transformer to the service equipment building. So yun yung linya na nanggaling dun sa main line of your service entrance. The service equipment, which unders the service entrance switch. It means that the connection or disconnection of the entire electrical service and automatic protection against severe overloads, short circuit. Pwede siya maging automatic service entrance switch. Okay? Pag lumaki yung load, kung ano problem, your entrance switch will be automatically turned off para maprotektahan yung linya mo papunta sa iyo structure. Kilowatt hour meter, the device yung umiikot by the utility company to determine the power consumption. The higher the load you demand, the faster the the branch or yung motor of your kilowatt meter is running. So ito yung itsura niya, no? This is the substation which composes of transformer, service entrance wire, punta sa yung bahay, your meter, and then your panel board papunta doon sa iyong mga branch circuit. So, lakas yung consumption, mabilis din yung meter natin. There are two types of service entrance. Yung overhead, itong isa, yung nakikita ninyo is the overhead, connected from the nearest utility pole, building service, and the underground service, buried underground. Okay? And the cable used is the underground service entrance cable. The components of a building electrical system, which you can see coming from your service line. Okay, another component for you to familiarize is the lightning rod, lightning arrestor, spark. Okay, so lightning rod is the one who is being installed, no, the top of your building, so that it diverts the strike of a lightning coming from the lightning rod to the ground, no, papunta dun sa baba. Kasi pag ni-receive yan ng bahay mo mismo, direkto sa bahay mo, all your electrical wires will be fried because of the surge of electrical currents. Lightning arrestor. It's a device for protecting electric equipment from damaging by lightning or other high voltage current using spark gaps carrying the current to the device. Okay, the space between two terminals electrodes cross with discharge electricity may be passed described voltage. Okay, the main switchboards, no, another type of component of building electrical system. So this is the service entrance conductor in the form of bus bars. So mas centralize ito in the main switchboards. Feeder circuits, sub-feeder circuits, branch circuits. These are the small capacity conductors which deliver energy into lamps, motors, and other devices. Panel boards and sub-panel boards convert and protect the sub-feeders into branch circuits. Utilization equipments. Another diagram which you can see coming from the service switch. And illustration of major components for the power system illustrated in three ways. No? Number one is the block diagram, the horizontal single line diagram of the electrical system from services and other major electrical components shown as blocks or rectangles. So this is the example of a block diagram. Yung ginagamit natin is the single line diagram or yung one line diagram natin. Yung representation natin sa drawing sa ating electrical plans, which the electrical symbols are in lieu of blocks called one line or single line diagram, coming from our source up to our circuit breakers and up to the lighting components. The riser diagram is a vertical line from the major electrical components of the building, which the system represented showing spatial relations between components like wirings, power handling equipments, and utilization equipments. So ito yung itsura ni riser diagram. Ito naman coming from the coming from the source underground to the different levels of your building. That's the riser diagram. Okay, emergency electric supply system. Number one is emergency system, provide electric power and illumination, essentially for life, safety, and protection, such as lighting for exit lightings, elevators, fire alarm system, and fire pumps. Kailangan hindi sila nauubusan ng electrical supplies nun. So those are the demand for the emergency system. Standby system. It is the one that provides power for selected loads not directly involved with life safety, like ventilations and ICU, water and sewage treatment plants and industrial machines for manufacturing processes. Dapat hindi sila nawalan ng kuryente. No? Those are the standby systems. Battery equipment. So battery equipment stores, or it stores amount of individual racks and provide automatic charging equipment. Limited power only, which lasts up to 1 to 2 hours. One to 1.5 hour, 1.5. Of course, we have engine generator sets intended to produce electricity and composed of different components like fuel storage tanks, exhaust facilities. But it has disadvantage, It causes noise, vibration, nuisance of exhaust kasi meron siyang usok, need for constant maintenance and difficult in handling of storage its fuel. Emergency electric supplies. These are the emergency wiring system using the battery. Small emergency appliances connected direct to the storage. Groups of emergency loads connected to central storage battery through automatic device. Emergency electric supplies. These are the wiring system that uses generator. Emergency systems handled by a single transfer switch which automatically turns it when it senses power losses and its downstream locations. Okay? So I think that's it for the introduction of our electrical systems. So kindly stand by at our Google Meet for further instructions to be given to you by the instructor. Thank you